Let's jump right into this, guys. Have you ever wondered what actually makes up the true DNA of French culture? Well, in this explainer, we're going to decode the absolute foundational pillars of France. We're talking about looking directly at the essential, no-nonsense building blocks that make up the cultural identity of this incredibly fascinating nation. Okay, let's dive right into this. We're starting with what looks like, well, just a simple 8th grade culture worksheet. But honestly, don't let its basic appearance fool you. It actually distills a massive amount of national identity down into just a few incredibly focused, testable points. It literally hits on only the most important stuff.
So here's our tour itinerary for today. Number 1, symbols of the Republic. Number 2, the national holiday. 3, the French anthem. And finally 4, iconic landmarks and museums.
All right, Section 1, Symbols of the Republic, the visual core of France.
Now, what's really interesting here is how France's identity is anchored by these super powerful visual keys. We've got figures like Marianne, who is basically the human embodiment of the Republic, right alongside the traditional Gallic rooster. And these stand side by side with the official state emblems, the blue, white, and red tricolor flag, and of course the letters RF, which is the official stamp for République Française. So when you put them all together, these 4 symbols represent the absolute visual core of the French state.
But, visuals need a philosophy to stand on, right? So the absolutely crucial point here is understanding the powerful motto that anchors this entire republic: Liberté, Égalité, Fraternité. Let's just take a quick second to let that sink in. Liberty, equality, and fraternity. These definitely aren't just words on a page. They are the ideological bedrock of the entire country. They're the core values that symbols like Marianne and that tricolor flag are actually meant to embody and protect.
Moving on to Section 2, the national holiday. Active celebration.
Now, while people all around the world might informally know this as Bastille Day, culturally, in France, it's strictly known and celebrated as La Fête Nationale Française. And, just to be super precise here, this modern celebration is permanently anchored to Le 14 Juillet, July 14th. Honestly, keeping these 2 key facts perfectly paired up is going to make sure you're totally accurate whenever you're discussing French traditions.
Okay, Section 3. The French anthem, Sounds of Pride.
And this brilliantly illustrates how that national pride has a very specific sound. We're talking about La Marseillaise. This incredibly iconic anthem is completely, permanently tied to its creator, Roger de Lille. So we know exactly who composed this masterpiece.
Plus, this powerful music is tied to a very, very specific historical anchor point: the year 1792. It wasn't just written in a vacuum, It was forged during this wildly pivotal, transformative moment in French history. So it really serves as this lasting timestamp of their whole cultural journey.
Almost done. Section 4, Landmarks and Museums, Physical Heritage.
So how does France project its heritage to the rest of the globe? Well, through physical spaces. This includes absolutely world-class museums like Le Musée du Louvre and Le Musée d'Orsay, standing right alongside some truly timeless monuments. We're talking La Tour Eiffel, l'Arc de Triomphe, and Les Invalides. These are not just random trivia points, guys. They are literally the physical bedrock of Paris that pretty much anyone on Earth would instantly recognize.
As we wrap up this explainer, I really want you to reflect on the key stuff we've decoded today. We've explored visual symbols like Marianne, that incredibly powerful motto of liberty, equality, and fraternity, the historic 1792 anthem, and, of course, those towering physical monuments. So, I'm going to leave you with this question to think about. Which of these symbols best captures the true spirit of France for you? Is it the ideology that leaves the strongest impression? Or, maybe, is it the timeless silhouette of those famous landmarks? Keep thinking on that one, keep learning, and I will see you in our next explainer.